I also had the classroom teachers fill out an observation checklist weekly, Monday through Friday. If you look at your handouts that I passed out, you can see exactly what I had the teachers looking for throughout the observations. And if we go to the next slide, we can see the results. For Susie, during the pull-out model, her behaviors and her progress in reading increased by 14%. And during the inclusion model, the second half of the study, she had an 18% increase in positive behaviors. When we look at Jane, during the pull-out model, she had 12% increase in positive behaviors, and during the inclusion model, she had 14% increase in her positive behaviors. So again, as you can see, not a big difference, but with the time frame I had, I think we would have been able to see more if I had a longer time frame to implement this study. So what does this data mean? When looking at the data results, it shows that Susie and Jane both made more progress in regards to the inclusion model than the pull-out model when being instructed by special education services. So if you look at everything that we went over, the tools I used, the pre and post study comparison, the running records, the daily checklist, the researcher weekly observations, and the comfort level of the students, they were all higher than in the inclusion model than the pull-out model. So how did the teacher feel about the model? Well, when speaking with the teachers, they both agreed that they liked the inclusion model because they felt as if it was nice to have more help in the classroom so that the students can be with their peers, more readily available for consultation, and they liked that the students were still with the same curriculum with the rest of the students than being pulled out and learning something completely different. The one limitation of this study, we were asked to look at the limitations, it was the time span of the study. I feel as if I had more time to work with these students, maybe, I'm not sure what a time frame, exactly how long, but if I'd had a longer time, I do feel like there would have been more not reliable, because these are reliable results, but greater amount of results that you would be able to see. Recommendations, it's in my recommendations that the classroom teachers, the special education teachers, all the school staff members, look at this study or look at the results of the study and consider implementing the model in their building, their classroom. I know this has to be a school-wide effort, so it would probably have to first go to the administrators, and I think it would be beneficial for the students to learn in the classroom setting. Thank you. And again, I'm Christine Vanass. I'm a second grade special education teacher at McDonough School. Does anyone have any questions? Yes?
I think it's a great study, and it would be great for our principal to see and other special ed staff we have here. Ultimately, how long would you like to run a study like this to?
If it was up to me, I would probably like to run it for at least 6 months of the school year. And then you could really get solid results, and you would have report cards to look at, progress reports. I could utilize all that data and have greater results.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes, Kelly.
Do you think you will really bring this study to your principal?
I do. In fact, maybe I'll be able to present this at some time. I did invite him today, but he's not available today. Other things going on in the building. I did invite him to come, but he was unavailable. So maybe I will present this to him. Yes?
I'd be curious to see how those two students improve after a 6-month period.
I would
to
too.
Continue to see their growth.
Well, if anybody would like to take this study on, just let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.